Liverpool forward Luis Diaz is set to travel to Germany from Japan, where Liverpool are continuing with their pre-season tour ahead of completing a move to Bayern Munich. The two clubs have already agreed to a fee of around 75 million euros for the transfer of the 28-year-old Colombian international, who, in 103 Premier League appearances for the Reds, managed to score 29 goals and provided 15 assists, giving him an overall 44 goal involvement. During his time at Liverpool, during his 3.5 years at Liverpool, ever since joining from FC Porto in January 2022, he has managed to win a Premier League title, 2 Carabao Cups, 1 FA Cup, and a Community Shield. So, very, very impressive player, one that is been highly spoken of, but also this deal speaks well of Richard Hughes in regards to Liverpool's negotiations tactics, because to get 75 million euros for a 28-year-old player who had only 2 years left to his contract, in sheer comparison to Manchester United, who were finding it hard to move on a star player like Marcus Rashford, a year younger at 27 years of age, having more Premier League history and pedigree than Luis Diaz, albeit he has no Premier League title to himself, allowing him to leave for only an initial loan with an option to buy for about 30 million euros with no reported loan fee is really, really astronomical when you compare it to the deal that Liverpool just negotiated for Luis Diaz. But overall, I think Liverpool are really, really doing well in the transfer window in terms of moving on players and bringing in players. A lot more still needs to be done, especially for they need a centre back. I think they also need a holding midfielder to help support Wataru Endo and Ryan Gravenberch in that deep lying wall. But also, I think now with the sale of Luis Diaz, reports have further intensified that Liverpool are preparing a Premier League record bid for 25-year-old Swedish striker Alexander Isak from Newcastle. While speaking about the player over the weekend, as Newcastle lost to Arsenal by 3 goals to 2, manager Ed Howe said that for now there are no contract talks between Newcastle and Alexander Isak, but did not rule out anything in the near future. He also added that the expectation is that the player will not be joining them for their Asian tour. He has already asked that he explores his options, and he is intentional on wanting to go to Liverpool other than any other suitors, including clubs from the Saudi Pro League. So, there you have it. Do let me know, is Luis Diaz worth the 75 million euros that Bayern Munich are set to pay?